I consider this more of a public service announcement to Canadians than an actual review. Letterkenny's been getting a lot of play in terms of it winning awards, and it's all over television. There's a reason. If you haven't watched Letterkenny and you're Canadian, you're really missing out, because honestly, it is the most Canadian thing I've seen. And their way of talking to one another is fantastic. The fact that anytime they're going to say something that they probably shouldn't, it's not to be impolite, but figure it out. Great way to have an argument with people who figure it out. You figure it out. You figure it out. Get sorted out. Get yourself sorted. It's fantastic. Um, and yeah, so yeah, I've been watching television because with Crave TV, I've been watching um, just Letterkenny. It's like I have hundreds of shows and movies, and then it's like, but I really just want to go back and watch another episode of Letterkenny. So there are no words for how amazing it is, other than it is simply the most Canadian show ever. If you liked Corner Gas and you don't mind some swearing thrown in, Letterkenny's for you. If you really like Trailer Park Boys, Letterkenny's for you. It's um it's a fun little show, and it's based on a town that is actually a ghost town in Ontario. So there is no actual Letterkenny currently, but this show is enough of a success that I'm wondering if Letterkenny is going to become a thing again. You're not sitting on my lap right now. I'm doing a video. Not right now. Not fine. You know, I cleaned the litter box for you, little bugger. But yeah, Letterkenny is simply awesome. Um, Whether it's the hockey players or it's Wayne and the farming, Katie, who's the funny thing to me with Katie is that there's an insinuation throughout the series that she's slutty, and yet I have never seen her actually kiss any of the guys on the show. I haven't done season 2 yet, but it's weird. It's like, okay, so she sleeps around or whatever, but she doesn't do anything on screen. You never even really see her being affectionate with anybody other than her brother Wayne. And there are so many things that are funny about the show. It's and if you like Breaking Bad, there's the meth kids, so who seem to be really bad at making and selling meth, like colossally bad at selling meth. Um, yeah, it's a fun little show. I'm really glad I've watched it, and I would highly recommend it to anybody who's even considering watching it because it's kind of sort of amazing. Um, yeah, I want to come up with this really long-winded reason to watch it other than it's awesome. It's Canadian. If you're in the States, you can track down episodes on Dailymotion, and I know that there's a lot of outtakes and a lot of videos on YouTube from it as well. The short films that they made that led to the series are available on YouTube. I can highly recommend those as well. They're really funny, and they set up the show really well. Um, and it shows the swearing and fighting that goes on up here. Um, Being Canadian, swearing and yelling at each other happens, and fighting happens. It's the gunshots that happen south of the border that don't happen as much up here. So, anyways, it's a fun show. She's not in here. It's a fun show. It's it's a fun show, and I highly recommend it to everybody, even this cat. But I'm in the middle of season 2, episode 3 right now, and I'm just like, I have to do a video where I discuss how much awesomeness this show has going for it. So, big thumbs up. Amazing. Watch it if you haven't.